Demillo's on the waterfront is not just for tourists. It is for every time you want to get away, feel like you're giving yourself a break and want to have something delicious. And so today we're going to be talking with Chef Melissa Bouchard about what kind of delicious things they have. Melissa, what are you going to make with all this? It looks like an Italian feast.
It is. We are making an Italian classic, fruit de mare, which roughly translates to fruit of the sea.
So what all's here?
Fresh marine lobster meat, Gulf shrimp, fresh PEI mussels, Italian sausage, fresh herbs, tomato sauce.
I have a hunch we've got something good coming up. So when you decide that you want to make one of these dishes, you just kind of bring in all the things that you love from the sea?
Absolutely. This recipe is so versatile. If you don't like shrimp, you could use a dense white fish. Plug in any seafood that you want. If you don't like seafood, you could use veal, pork, or chicken.
Oh.
It wouldn't still be fruit of the sea,
Right, but what a good idea, because I know that there are some people that, just aren't huge seafood fans, but like this kind of medley, if you will.
Yes.
Wow.
And you can make it as spicy or as not spicy as you want.
So when you're doing one of these, are these your favorite ingredients to put in?
These are my favorites. They're pretty well received by our customers. They're delicious. It's kind of a perfect marriage. And I just add the Italian sausage in, because why not?
Because why not? I can not come up with an answer, why not?
You also want a pretty hearty pasta. You want something that's going to grab a hold of all this good stuff and bite back. I wouldn't use an angel hair, although you could. You can use anything that you like.
And the pasta that you're going to use today?
It's a fresh egg pappardelle. Holds up to pretty much any meat or seafood sauce.
And do you make your own pasta?
We occasionally we do buy from a local supplier as well, and we use dried pastas as well and cook them to order.
We're already starting to get that wonderful aroma of all these things mixing in together.
Yes, and that's just going to simmer away. And typically people think of red sauce, you have to use red wine. I like to use white wine to kind of make it vibrant, keep it light, because there's a lot of heavy ingredients in there.
Sure. Oh, I like that idea.
Now we're just going to drop down our nice fresh pasta nests and some pretty liberally seasoned salted water.
So when you're cooking like this, does this kind of bring you back to certain dishes that your folks might have made at home?
It does. There's so much going on in this dish that it just reminds me of serving it family style, and it does kind of remind me of those dishes that I grew up on. We didn't eat a lot of lobster growing up, but yes. If I were making this at home, I would add mackerel to it. I grew up eating mackerel. I happen to think that it's a very overlooked fish.
My husband would agree with you.
You could add smoked seafood to this dish to bring it to a whole different level. All would be delicious. You can pretty much do anything that you want with this dish. Really all we're doing now is simmering the sauce so that the lobster meat gets hot and those mussels open up.
When you have this dish and you serve it at the restaurant, is it ever served family style, or is it an individual plate?
It's on an individual plate, but if a customer wanted, to have it served family style, we could probably make that happen for them.
Well, what a fun idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like to throw a little fresh parsley in just to give it some verdant flavor, keep it nice and fresh. And probably in about a minute and a half, we'll be good to go.
So are we ready to start plating?
We're ready to start plating.
All right. It looks absolutely gorgeous, and the smell is something that just beckons you to have a taste.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm really curious to see what you think of it.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, we're going to plate just this one. nice lobster meat,
Wow.
shrimp, and we're gonna get some of that nice sausage in there. Take that one out.
I hope everyone can see what that looks like. Woo!
We're gonna finish it off with some nice, fresh chiffonade of basil.
If this tastes half as good as it looks, I cannot wait to dig in. And then pairing wine with this, it doesn't get any better than that. Well, I'll have to tell you, if you eat with your eyes, I am in a feast already, and I haven't even picked up a fork. And on top of it, we're adding some beautiful wine. JC from Cellar Door Winery, what are we pairing here today? Because it looks wonderful.
Well, let's hope it's wonderful, MJ. Melissa created, and I heard you say this is fruits of the sea. So her fruits of the sea, and our wine is actually mountains to sea in Italian. So I think that was almost fate. I couldn't have gotten much better.
I think so.
This is a super Tuscan style wine to pair with her Italian dish.
Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
Well, ladies, I think it's time to pick up your fork and dig in.
Let's see.
I cannot wait. I'm going to start with my favorite shrimp.
Mine too.
I agree.
Ooh, all that flavor. Wow.
It smells amazing, Melissa.
Thank you. It is spicy.
Not too spicy, though. It's really quite nice. And with this wine,
It's a good balance.
So tell me now, and I'm going to ask you because you just put food in your mouth. Tell me what we're pairing, the flavors that we're pairing with this wine, because that really makes a very happy pairing on my tongue.
So with this wine, it's a super Tuscan style, so it leads with fruit aromas. We didn't want anything that was too tannic with this dish, given the heat of the ingredients. If you have something that's a little bit too tannic, then the heat elements, spice increases tannin, so it makes the wine taste more bitter. So the fruit leads with this, which pairs beautifully with the spicy elements. And then the red, it doesn't, having a medium bodied, it doesn't overwhelm the dish either.
Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Lovely dish.
Lovely wine.
Well done.
Wonderful pairing.